Dance again. Alright, hey everybody. Got our door mounted. Turned out really nice compared to the rest of the car on the body line so far. I think it was kind of the way to go for that door. This door is going to be a little different. I'm about to show you how to strip the paint down and all that stuff. And you know, you can see how happy Ralph was. I've been telling him all the work I'm doing on this Cadillac and the money you spend and all the supplies and the time and all that. Well, he just blew out into dancing like that. I don't know what the deal is, but he was dancing his little rear end off. But I like Ralph, and I like to make him happy, no matter what it costs for me. So let's get this door started and have a good time with this one. Make a short video of it, move on down the road. We're getting this thing done. Alright everybody, I got our door in the last video. Our door's all primered up. It's lining up good. I'm basically stuck it on there for when I get this door ready to put up there in the fender and blah blah blah. I'll get it all lined up. You know the deal. We'll get it all put together, block it all out, take it all apart and start painting stuff hopefully. Anyway, last door, front door, goes right there. This one, you know, every one of these doors have been a real bitch, but they've been a bitch in a different way. So this one is rusted all the way, and I can feel it bubbled right there, all the way over here. You know, and so that's my whole point is stripping paint rather than just grinding and doing body work and then finding some hole somewhere else that's been bondoed up, or that's why, you know, just strip it off. You know, mechanically, or you know, I like chemical stripping myself, but that's just me. But inside, of course, our corner got a hole in it. There's a hole in it here, but it's really pretty solid. You know, we got, of course, we got a hole right up through here and all the way around. But down there, through there, it's pretty solid. So I'm gonna get it all cleaned up and rough that up. You know, and it looks like we might have to replace up to here. And you know, you might, well, there's a hole right there. If I have to fix a few holes, that's okay. You know, but the less of this stuff that you replace and or have to make, I mean, that's where the pain in the ass is. I'd rather make door skins all day long than to do this, but you know, we'll do what we have to. We'll get her done. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is clean this dust off. I'm gonna rough this up with some, you know, I don't know, maybe some 40 grit, 80 grit or something, and it seems to help the aircraft stripper start to bite into it. And they seem to use less aircraft stripper, which, you know, hey, whatever, money's money everywhere you can save it. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and we'll watch some paint bubble. All right, here's what we got. Got the door kind of roughed up. Got an old paint can. You ain't gotta be real clean with it. And this is the high strength, you know, Lowe's or just Home Depot's, whatever. Get your aircraft stripper. Some really good gloves, some dirty clothes, and you really should wear long sleeves. You get this stuff on your skin, you better find the water quick because it will burn you up. So even the cheap gloves, you get them on the cheap gloves and it'll still burn you through the gloves. So buy the good gloves, the black ones. Now we're just going to do it in a section. I've got it on this trash can so that when we get her scraping paint off, we'll just push it right into the trash can. And we're done with it. But you want to lay it on there nice and thick. You got a big flat area, you could dump some on there and spread it out. But it's the thickness that does it. You'll see here in just a couple minutes that paint will start bubbling like crazy. You dump it in there. You know, you just don't want to waste a lot. This stuff's about $30 a gallon. And you see that stuff starting to eat already. You see it bubbling there. Let me move you a little closer. There you go. See a bubble in there? Right up in here. We're going to let that stuff eat. And you let it go long enough without it drying out. Once the paint starts drying out, it just gets hard and crusty, and in your, you know, we'll probably use some of these really rough Scotch-Brite, basically. So we'll use some of those to clean up after we're done and get the last little bits. And usually let it go a little bit longer than this, but I'll show you how this plastic, just a regular old plastic scraper. You don't use metal ones; they'll leave lines unless you got really tough stuff. You know, like around all this rusty stuff, I'm going to cut up and remove anyway. See, if I let that go longer, it'll take a lot more off. But this car has like 4 layers of paint, different layers of primer, and Lord knows what else. Now this stuff will also eat your Bondo, so if you're not planning on redoing your Bondo, don't do it this way. I plan on redoing all the Bondo that I find because it's old and cracked and crappily done, and you can kind of see the original color. See that darker white? That's the original color, just a little bit of an off-white. Of course, we're going to go back with this bright white. Bright white classic. Well, let me get this done. Get the rest of this door. You know, the first step. Then I'll bring you back and show you everything else. All right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I got her on there thick. Got her going. Something else I want to tell you guys about the safety thing. Do this outside where the garage door is open. You might have another window open. And if at all possible, just do it outside. This stuff will hurt you. You can wear a respirator, wear safety glasses. If you don't wear glasses, wear something over your face. Splash it in your face or in your eyes, you're going to be hurting. But, being such nasty stuff, look what it does. That's a whole lot of time of my air compressor grinding and grinding and grinding and sanding and grinding, and I don't have the energy for that. I like fixing stuff. Let's get down to it quick. Eat that stuff off. Alright, get back to you when I get it all done. I'll show you how that stuff just rolls off. Look at that. See that? Right down the primer. Okay, now the factory primer was red. This is gray. So it tells me something's been done up here. Somebody's primered it. The rest of the spots that didn't get body work, you know, they didn't prime it. They painted right over the white paint, the other white paint. Alright, let's check it out when it's done. Alright, got it all stripped down. Scrubbed over it with one of these before I got done. So now I need to clean this off. Clean it off good with water. Keeping gloves on. Now water dilutes that stripper. It kills it. But I'm going to go one step further. When I get this done, I'm going to go over it real good with lacquer thinner. That'll help kill the water and whatever's left of the stripper. Try to get in all our edges real good. We don't want that stuff creeping back and tearing up our new paint. Wash it real good. Alright, let me get the lacquer thinner ready to go and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, I don't know how much of that you guys got, but well, I guess we'll find out. Just in case, I'll just tell you, I sprayed the whole thing down really good, of course with water, scrubbed it down, and I blew it off with my air hose best I could. Then sprayed it down, soaked it down really good with lacquer thinner. And that'll help kill the water, kill any kind of stripper that's still, you know, the main thing is like under these edges. Under these edges, you gotta really clean all that because it might dry up and just look like crusty paint, and scrub it off, and then when water, you put paint on top of it, when a little moisture gets to it, it'll come back alive. At least that's what I hear. So I'm just trying to make sure just in case. This door is pretty beat up, just like everything else. Right on top of this body line, all the way through here, there was Bondo, and I've already got some of it scraped up there. You know, it's not that great of Bondo. This is why I wanted to, you know, it doesn't take much to, and look at this. This, of course, a different repair because a different color Bondo, possibly. You know, that stuff's really soft, and it's pretty deep too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get all that cleaned out when we get to that point and decide, you know, might do a little bit of dent pulling action on her. And there's actually Bondo, this Bondo is actually a little bit high right here because it looked all wavy. But that's why. They didn't block that out good. Here's what we got to fix though too. Pretty much this whole door skin, you know, and this end, I'm probably gonna, I'm really hating putting welds up here in this little crook. It's so hard to get in there. But if I could come down here and just replace it from here down, makes it just a little patch. It's a lot easier to make. And then I can, of course, I can always cut a piece, goes up here and then goes on up. Then I'll just have to deal with this little part in here, and of course this little part here. I'll have to go up so high, and then I'll have to patch in a second piece together here. It's usually how I've been doing it, you know, and it's a pain in the butt. We flip this door over. We'll look on the other side and we'll end this video. All right, this door is quite a bit more solid than the other three. This whole corner right here is going to be good. We're going to rust treat that, grind it all down, clean it up, and I think we're going to be good. Our drain holes, of course you see those, we'll cut those out and make one big slot out of that. It's good and solid there too, all the way up to about right there. There's a rust hole. Just a couple little holes where it's soft, and of course there's rust through here. There's rust through there, you see my fingers, and a rust hole here and here. And it stops about here. So I'm probably going to take and make one of my step pieces from here to about here. Just put it right in there and make my lip for my door skin. Of course, my corner, this corner is ate up. So at least a lot of it's there. I know what it's supposed to be like. You know, this will be the hard part, and this part has this little thing made right here. So I'm going to do my best to save, when I cut it out, I'm going to save this lip, hopefully. And then maybe tuck something new inside there and squeeze it all together. Just to try to save that. That was real hard to make on the other door, and I kind of screwed it up. But it's not too bad. So, now last video was way too long. This one's going to be short. And this one's going to be HD as well. So let's just see how it looks. You guys tell me what you think of this video compared to the other ones. If you like the longer ones better, of me doing a bunch of talking and action shots and all this good stuff, you know, you guys let me know what you think. I want to make better videos for you so that more people watch them, and it's more fun for me that way. But anyhow, that's stripping some paint, inspecting the door. It's the last one. The heck with the 4 doors after this. If I buy another 4-door, I'm going to turn it into a 2-door. It's just twice the work. But it's looking good. It's coming together. It's looking good. We'll see you guys later. Share and like and comment all you want. I enjoy it. So we'll talk to you soon.